how R.A.W allows me to admit that I don't know and gives me an opportunity to learn.
Hey y'all, this is Vanessa, and R.A.W allows me to be authentically myself while bringing you some cheese and some tea and a little bit of fun.
Hey guys, it's Casey, aka Karina. R.A.W is authentic conversation and it allows me to be right and wrong at the same time.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. R.A.W Conversations allows me to be aware, to be transparent, and of course, to grow.
Hey y'all, you're on mute, Karina. On mute. Hi.
It's Friday. Happy Friday.
Why I'm over here laughing in the background because somebody said, "How can you be right and wrong at the same time?"
It's a possibility, okay?
Yo, I'm tired.
Wait, what is your punchline?
Jesus, I have to think about that one.
Jennifer gave it to her the last time. Now I can't remember it though.
Yeah, she read it down.
You have to think about another one because I can't.
But happy Friday, y'all. Welcome to R.A.W Conversations.
Yes.
The girls are back. We are back again. It's another Friday.
A good conversation.
Hello, people.
Hello.
We are back with Roxanne again.
Roxanne's in the building. You see her.
You see her because she's
Play
so
with
blind.
her.
She's so blind, so she's still here.
Why at a party?
Mm-hmm.
And that's on period.
That's on period, as Prudence would say.
And as you come in, please share the show. 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 Share.
We're talking something good tonight. We want to educate. Tonight is the night to educate.
Tonight is nothing that you get to answer those spinning questions, right?
No.
No.
Just making sure. I thought that's where we're headed tonight.
No.
Yeah.
But tonight's conversation, we are taking it to dating 101. What is loving?
What is loving?
Our LIB people, we love to use that word, so we're gonna go into that today.
We only want to see the LIB folks tonight, okay? Tonight.
They love you. Oh, they love you.
Our loving business will not be hide and seek.
And y'all know I had to do my census, so I asked a bunch of people what loving was.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna get into that. We definitely gonna get into that. But before we get into that, ladies, how was y'all week? How did y'all enjoy your week?
It was okay.
What day is it?
It's Friday. It was okay. Prue fell at school today. Had to take her to the ER. It was like the day didn't go as planned, like the way I had it in my at all. And yeah, I'm so exhausted. When I get off here, I'm just gonna go to sleep.
How's she doing now?
She's okay. She's okay. She's resting.
Oh, okay, but she didn't need like stitches
at all. Yeah, I'm so exhausted when I get up here. No, she didn't need stitches. She was throwing up and like she had a concussion.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, she fell.
Yeah. She fell.
Oh. Well, she's okay now.
Yeah. So the people call you and they're like freaking out. She's like, we can't keep her awake. She's trying to sleep. You need to come right now. Take her to the ER.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Right.
But thank God for life. God is good all the time. He's good.
Yes, he is.
Amen. All right, well, it looks like everybody was just waiting for Friday to come, or the week just went. So it is what it is.
Like it went fast, though.
It did. It did. It did.
Yeah, so mine was easy peasy. It wasn't too crazy. Um, doing my same usual things, keeping busy. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to me it went really fast. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. So too.
Mm,
It
nothing.
was like Monday, and then it was Thursday, and then it was Friday.
And
Yep.
then next thing you know is New Year's Eve. I'm looking forward to January because I need a break. I need a stop.
Yes.
I need
You're
some
gonna get a little break, right?
mm-hmm, some margaritas. It can be a December this year. Might as well just
Go. He might well be Mexican, right?
I might be messing.
No, me not going to Liberia just doesn't sit right in my spirit. You know
It
what
I
does not sit
know.
right. Can I tell you? When I saw that roasted fish, Jennifer,
Oh man,
was
Oh,
hurting so bad,
I,
so bad.
what can we go? Just hear people just singing bar karaoke. That's not for Labrador.
yeah, man, we gotta go.
We gotta
It's
go.
my soul.
Okay.
It's paining my soul.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Or
It's
just go to the beach and just sit there and just
jolly, jolly.
yeah, bah. Oh my god, my heart is truly
Take it.
aching. I must say, I am. If nothing has made me sad in this whole month of December, it's the fact that
I'm still in America.
That you're not being a December-y.
I don't get to be home.
It's the fact that I'm not packing my suit.
December-y, whatever.
It's giving very much homesick.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I had to put a freaking tree up. I never put trees up.
Because you're too busy. You're too busy going through TSA. It's the
Yes. Ah,
And
my
the icing on the cake. By the time we go, we come back, we get a little bit of winter.
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man, let that leave it for
Let
really.
it alone, man. Let
Oh
it alone.
my god. My
You know
heart.
what? You are right because at this time I was preparing and I missed the frozen temperatures that came over here all last year.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Sorry.
It's
Yeah, man. Comment below if you're watching the show and you're a part of the December.
the December
But
is
don't comment if you're packing your bag right now.
Yeah, don't come burn our hearts, okay?
Can't do.
yes.
I
We
can't
don't.
believe it's already a year since I went.
I
Oh
know.
yeah, last December, right? That was when you
Mhm. My first time going to.
What can you buy?
it's been a year.
Can I just say I love your lipstick, Vanessa?
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
like
you.
that color.
Anastasia, Beverly Hills, you know what I'm saying?
Don't play with her.
Okay.
I'm like Rava, in LA.
Yeah, it's similar to Karina's, but Karina's is more brown.
It's
Yeah,
burgundy. It's like it's
yeah,
burgundy.
I like
It's very
it.
Afrocentric with the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It looks like you smell like cocoa butter.
I do
Period.
smell like cocoa butter and Versace at the same time.
Okay.
That is good. But what are people in there? Y'all going to the party? What a party?
Like it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. You gotta want to be like the other people. I'm not gonna talk until the numbers come up.
Yeah, what y'all doing?
Put it to that 9 to 5.
Come on, come on,
It's
come on,
Friday night.
everybody.
Come on, hop on. Let's have this discussion. World, should I start tagging them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where is our people?
Byron, Thomas, Moses.
Oh boy.
You know, I'll be the first to tag
She said, "Oh boy," as soon as I said one name.
Byron.
Byron.
Where I get from Byron? I tell you. Eh?
Oh, River says is here.
Hello.
Hello.
What up? What up? What up?
Salud.
Hello. Hello. Welcome to the show. All right. So in the meantime, as we're waiting for the numbers to build, we'll be getting into our small G's. I know an accident just happened in Liberia that was coming across the social media platforms. I believe, I don't know if they were. Okay, what is the topic being discussed? We're talking about what is loving.
Man and woman Benin.
So if you have your own definition of what is loving, please tell us,
Drop it in the chat.
and
Yeah,
we will
let's talk about
discuss.
it.
And we will discuss.
Eh,
Oh boy, me, I want to hear the explanation in Tonel because my brain must clarify to us. To them,
what loving is.
Yes. What is loving?
What is loving?
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt
And we
me.
need our Liberian people to really join the topic, the conversation tonight because I'm really curious.
you're curious to hear what they got to say.
Hey guys, I really cannot find Byron on my page. What's going on?
Parent
Oh,
deleted
let me
social media.
see. No, Byron, right? Yeah, I just tagged him.
Okay.
All right, but in the meantime, let's get into that situation. Yeah, so I didn't really get too deep into it because it was right before the show was going to start, but it looks like someone drove their car into a crowd. I don't know, I can't confirm, but it doesn't seem like it was something that purposely happened, but I think people were injured and lost their lives and stuff like that. So
Wait a minute.
it was
Yeah,
sad and sorry to hear all of that going on right now.
yeah,
This is
and
ridiculous.
yeah. It seemed. I mean, I feel like maybe the person was intoxicated because it must have happened close to a club.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember the location of the club that they mentioned, but yeah, I feel like maybe they were intoxicated. So, but either way is unfortunately. Hey, Calvin.
Hey, Calvin.
Like, Kevin Parker, tell us what's happening. Say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Calvin used to be political Calvin. Now that politics is done and gone, he's Calvin now.
Kevin, I still know you as political Kevin.
Right. Oh, by the way, speaking of our politics, our president elect is here in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
He will be in Feasterville tomorrow. For all of you that are watching who wants to meet Joseph Boaca, His Excellency, he will be in Feasterville tomorrow in the Bucks County area. I believe it's from what 7 to 11 ish. I didn't look at the flyer in its entirety, but please go out, meet the president, talk to the president, take a picture, post it. You know, you met your president. That's big.
Are
And
you going?
the event is free.
Are you
So
going?
Free.
You going?
we
I ain't
thinking
got babysitter chair.
Even so, you will remember yourself.
Woo.
what is loving, feeling or showing love or great care for someone. Okay, Aaron. Don't
Okay,
tell Aaron.
you ready?
Aaron came. Okay, we. What is loving, feeling, or showing
D,
love? A
D
great
Curtis. Who told D Curtis to leave the last time?
that
Who
ain't
the
true.
who the man and I told him to leave?
Right.
I don't
Who's still
know.
gonna leave?
You have to come and redeem yourself today.
Who told you to leave?
River says the topic is what is loving.
Drop in the
Drop in
comments.
the comment section what your definition of loving.
What is your definition of loving?
Yeah.
When they say they loving or are loving to hoe, what does that mean? We need to know. So if you're in the chats, drop it in there.
I want you to clarify tonight.
And that includes you, Jenny, our good sis that always support us. Come back in the comment section.
Drop
We
in
see
the
you.
chat. Let us know.
What is loving, Jenny? Tell me what you think. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord.
Oh goodness.
We want to know. We want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin
See
say you following. Kevin, tell us what is loving.
Uh,
How
You
can
can
we get in the
call
chat?
in. You can call in,
You can
Aaron.
call in when we get deep into the when we get into the topic. We can definitely you can definitely connect. But right now, in the meantime, you can just comment until we get there.
But
D Curtis, that is just you gotta elaborate.
I don't
We
know. I don't know who boyfriends and husbands told you on here because I'm sure that some of our husbands was not on here telling y'all nothing.
right.
oh, I thought you said. I thought D Curtis is answering what loving is.
No, that's what I thought too. I thought he was answering the question, but okay.
I think he's answering when we said who told him not to come back.
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay.
Not right now. Our boyfriend, husband, we don't even know who those people are.
Hey, right. Loving for me is intimacy. Okay. We get
Okay,
this.
Okay.
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 Okay, Kelvin, let's see what you got.
We
In our comment setting, we back here. When a lady or a man says I'm loving to this person, it definitely means they're gigging each other. Digging, I would assume they're digging each other. Okay.
no, okay.
Now the other question is, how was this term coined? Drop it in the chat. Is it a slang that just came about? How did it come about?
Maybe nobody understood the definition of relationship, so they just replace it with loving.
No, I think it's easy.
Or it's just easy.
You know, people who like who like to complicate things.
So we just eliminate relationship and
Because
just
I mean,
like,
how did the term, if you know, how did the term loving come about? Like, how did it start?
how are we supposed to know? We grew up hearing it.
I know. Are you trying to take many people feel like they're that old to tell you when it started?
I mean, there's a couple of them up in age on the chat.
Yeah, take you borrow sweet baba tea. But
yeah, so okay, that's why I really want to get out. Can you be
That's what
loving?
we. All right.
How
So
that?
so it looks like we just getting right into the topic. Everybody just ready to go.
Yeah, we inside.
We inside. All right. So from what we have as an understanding of what Americans say. So the issue here, what makes us bring this topic is that every time in America you say we're dating, they have their definition of dating. Dating can mean different things to different people, particularly across generations. The relationship can be sexual or intimate, or it cannot. It doesn't always have to be. It can be serious, casual, straight gay, whatever you want it to be. It can be all of those things. But in a Liberian setting, many have said that if you say I'm dating this person, I mean you loving to this person because you might have sexual relations with this person. So this is why we asking this question to clarify what really does loving consist of, and do y'all not have dating in Liberia? Y'all don't date. Y'all just take somebody to the Lake Kobo shop and that's it. And then I mean that's your babe, that's your Jew.
Yeah, that's their maybe they're going to the cover shop, going to the movies,
They
wherever.
call it la papido.
La papi do.
But maybe that's
Calabas, I don't
maybe
know.
that's the definition of loving. And then loving have to do with love, or it's just
So it's like there's no, I don't think that from what, and I don't know some of the background that Karina got, but some of the background that I got was that once sex is involved, that means you're not dating no more. That you're together.
Okay. So some of the things that I got from asking this question, I said, what is loving? Some people say it's the Liberian way of saying that that's my boo. We are in a relationship, we are dating, sealed with sexual activities.
Mm.
Another person said, in the Liberian context, someone you have a romantic relationship with.
Thank you,
another,
teachers.
another person said, just what Curtis just said, you're eating something. Means you're loving.
But I'm sorry, I don't know, but that's my boo. Because I feel like Brent posted that my Jew there.
Now, what I just said, my Jew. I did say that. Didn't I say my Jew? I didn't say boo.
My Jew.
I mean, that's what the person said. Is like that's my boo. So I guess they were trying to.
make you understand.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
That's my boo.
Me, I go with what D Curtis and other person said. I always understood it.
So wait, so are y'all saying loving only have to do with intimacy, like it has to do with sex? That's it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But that's one of my saying. I will also say that it's a relationship for me. Like a lot of Brent people use that.
Wait,
Yo, I can't. Yo,
Wait, put that back. I didn't read that. Don't see.
what?
Well,
And there it is.
we
I
asked the question.
And there it is.
Okay, so I'm guessing when you say I'm loving to the person, that means you're definitely eating something.
Yeah.
You're not so that's not dating, because dating in America doesn't mean you're eating something.
But that's why we had to define terms, because you may or may not be eating something when you're dating a person.
Right.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, Riverside has a question for us.
Now, River says, ask a question. He says, are loving and dating the same? What about in a Christian perspective?
I think
Yeah, let it. The pastor wife answer that one.
I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the
no. I think that dating is much more appropriate when it comes to the Christian setting. Like I said, it can be either, sexual or non-sexual. So I think it's much more appropriate than saying we loving or eating something. Not for church.
It's not the
Not
same.
even though the good Lord sees us outside of church and
You see, Power said,
Myra,
Parents,
what?
people generally don't date in Liberia. I
but I
trust you.
do.
You agree? So that's what
that's
we
how
trying
they
to
are
clarify.
like
That's what we trying to clarify. Is
this
they're
is
dating
what
in
brought this
Liberia?
topic.
Do
Yep.
y'all date?
I don't think people don't date in Liberia. I don't.
I no, they don't.
That's not dating. It means le man enjoying the June.
No,
Like
me
he
can.
said, the calabash is not there.
Wow.
Okay, so Natty says that loving ain't a Liberian thing. It's an old American slang that's still used in both cultures.
Why American
Really?
people out here saying they love it? I know.
I never heard
I
it.
never heard it before.
Never hear no American culture say anything about loving. When they say loving, loving is referenced differently.
Maybe in the South, in the Gullah Geechee culture, I don't know.
In the
You
one
know
there?
they, they special
Like
down
the
there.
Geechee, Gullah Geechee, whatever you call them. The
You know I say I beg your accent.
That
Okay.
good English.
Tagu English, hein?
I
Tagu English, hein?
do English.
We agree.
Y'all know what I'm trying to say? The American kind of stuff, la bird boy in the flesh.
That is there.
Yo, this is why this topic came up, because based on what Byron says, Liberian people don't date. By the
Maybe there's a
time
reason
they
why the
meet
men
you
that
to
have that
date,
mindset that they can't take you down the street without eating something because
yes.
they don't date. So now it's making sense. See what D. Curtis is saying? 1 week.
In Liberia, we are broke and don't have time to date. What
So
now?
then what?
Now, Byron.
I mean,
Nadia is saying he can list plenty of artists. We're not talking about the artists. We're just talking about how
normal
that
regular.
term is being used now. I mean, it's used in songs, but how it's being used now, like how La Brempa
What
can put it
American
on
people
my head.
you see
Yeah,
walk around?
because what we perceive as loving is like feeling, like you're showing love to someone. You know that doesn't mean the. I've never heard it used in the perspective of dating.
For the American people you're talking about? Or
Yeah.
yeah, I never heard that American person be like, "Oh, we love it."
Right?
Like I never, I never heard that before. I mean, in Philly,
Yeah,
yeah.
nah.
Mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
mm-mm. So, it's a Labrador thing. We love you. We the good
So
guys.
Kelvin says, generally the word loving is relative, but as per our setting back here, it's mostly used to express intimacy between two persons. Makes sense. We the good guys did, but LIB gets like bad boys.
Yeah, what?
Oh man,
So is that true that they like bad guys?
I know what he's talking about. Where I be meeting these girls?
Okay, so when you're loving to the person, does that mean automatically that person is established that that is your that's your Jew, that's your girlfriend, that's your mean? How I say in Philly, your mean John.
That's my mean Joan. That's my
If
Joan.
me and squeeze.
Your mean squeeze. That's your wifey. That's your girlfriend. That's your babe. That's your Jew. Your chick.
Mm-hmm. What other word are we missing here? Shorty.
That's
That's
your
my,
shorty. When you
that's my,
love into her, that means that's like, dude. How do you establish that person that you are in a relationship with that person? Once you kill a person, dog one time, I
it's the clarifications for me. Ooh. Oh God, Jesus.
So, but why? Okay, so
Not
what
it
do
ready for
people
us
feel
though.
like? What
Just because he have heard it, just because you have heard it too, doesn't mean it's a thing as well. We can go both ways.
But
We
here's
may
you see Byron's comment, right? Let's be honest, too many young men in Liberia can't afford to date young women. So when you're dating someone, what does like you mean? So does that mean you're spending money? What does
date.
dating entail? What does dating
That's a
entail?
good question.
Vanessa, let's start defining some terms here because
I think that's what it is, Katie, because that's what they keep saying. We don't have money. It's too like it's leading to that. They don't have time to be going back and forth to be
to
taking you
date. So
out.
it's like we talking, and that's we maybe through conversation as a own dating.
But dating doesn't also have to require spending money though.
right.
Right.
That's the thing.
So y'all had this all wrong.
What they said. They said 1 week. It would if I talk to you for this time, you know, seeing nothing's happening, nothing jumping.
So I take it as 1 week of like courting me.
Yes.
Hmm.
That's what I
That's
take it.
1 weekend.
Well, the dating system in Abra is quite different.
River said we answer you, babe. You didn't hear us?
What he said?
Or why am I seeing his comment again? My Wi-Fi, sorry.
Hmm.
I
It's true. LIB girls love bad guys, and that's why most men as being gang
Towards them.
them because of what girls mostly like. Oh, so you saying because of what the girls like in Liberia, so that's why y'all don't really spend the time to court them. They get
I
one
don't
week,
know.
1 week
I feel
max,
like
and that's
one
it.
week to quit a girl for 1 week.
what are you telling her for 1 week to get in her pants?
You'd be surprised. Somebody you don't need 1 week for that.
No, he means like that's what they forget about the girl giving it up or not. That's the time frame the men have. So they don't have time to take you to 3 restaurants. Like it's either we're gonna be loving or we're not.
Ooh, child, I'm
And
glad.
then maybe after they agree to love, they knock, then maybe they'll get into a calabash.
What's the what other place in Karina? And I
um,
forget
um
the hotel.
the
Oh, the place over the beach.
Boulevard Palace.
Boulevard Palace.
That's
That's
where
a
the
good one.
the bartender be bartending.
You pour
Okay.
the liquors.
All
Women
right, but
define date and women
most of these
and women
guys,
opinion food.
most
So
of the
guys,
guys,
y'all can call in because
yes.
I really want to hear these things like
You know,
out of your mouth.
you know, y'all know they can't call in. Lofa is not here. You gotta call them.
Me or you?
Oh, so I did a jacket all three, yeah.
Hey, D Curtis, like they can't wait for what? Liberian
He,
Jew, they can't wait.
he's saying they can't wait, like they want to have sex.
That's not true, man. And I don't want the people that are living in America to keep answering. I want the Liberian people.
Yeah, that D credit stuck in there, Calvin.
Yes.
Um,
One of the original
all right,
LSD.
D credits. I'm gonna see if I can call. I'm not sure if I'm friends with you. Uh,
Because
I
now I'm
know.
really curious.
You don't have to be the person in front of.
I'm sorry. Wait for Vanessa.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
They say
I'm gonna
Liberian
try
girls
my
don't have
best to do
time.
it.
These
Liberian girls don't have time to
I
date.
wish that Liberian getting in Liberian yeah to defend themselves. You got
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah, because
For Liberia,
that's just not sounding true to
it's,
me.
it's one sided. It's very biased. We need somebody from Liberia to come and
And
defend
that's exactly what he's saying.
you
Wait for
know
sex.
Eve African children.
Yeah, because
Now
yeah,
we're not friends.
yeah, he said you don't have too much time either.
Wow. Wow.
Oh Lord.
Where D Curtis guy and me now? Why
No, it's
trying
not no
to
It's not meant for airwear. Now
No,
power will for you. Mm-mm. Nope. Don't do that over here.
I mean, I guess you're the one I really eating something with
I
it.
can't find D Curtis.
I think
D Curtis,
I
we can you try calling Vanessa because we can't find you.
think just dating doesn't intake money, but a sexual
This is
relation
really interesting.
causes a lot of spinning.
So loving is equal sex.
To the Liberian
With that Bremen,
So
men.
loving is not dating. Okay. I think I'm
Yeah, yeah.
it
Um,
could be.
it can be. So from what I've gathered, because we've established that dating can be sexual or non-sexual, for Liberian men, they think that loving is sexual. So I guess it's another form of, I mean, it's a way of dating, but with sex.
hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh boy.
Through Messenger. I just put my put myself on the chat. Just type find me through Messenger.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yes, this is specifically towards Liberian, well, the
Yes,
Liberian
Lofa.
culture, the Liberian culture.
Well, Lofa, if you here, can you try and open our line? Start giving a hard time like.
And
No,
Lopa, we'll hear from you. We need to hear from you. Mm.
never.
Was he even on time for the what we're talking about?
Liberian men, Liberian women. Please explain to us in your own perspective what is loving.
Yeah, him.
For the our loving that I get, we're trying to figure out.
Well, he say he love me too. That been I think. I got a hard time. Swear. I
Look,
swear.
but who's scared D credits on the show that he's scared of getting somebody inbox.
What is he talking about?
See, Curtis, Lofa gotta put the number up here if Lofa can.
All right, Lofa, if you can. Hi, Natalie.
I think he's only D Curtis. I don't see you in Messenger. You only get WhatsApp.
Well, that DK, that type he, his comment.
Moses, I see you watching. I'm gonna need you to dial in. We want
That
to
Moses,
hear from
that
you.
Moses can elaborate for y'all.
No, because this was brought up. That we want to go back to the
Thanks,
backstory.
Natalie.
Let's talk about it. All right, Lofa said 1 second.
Thank you, Nat.
They love it, been it. When I be high and see, I
So,
won't go
so,
you
Curtis,
back.
so, Vanessa, can you go back to defining what is dating in American culture?
All right. So let me go back to my uh definition in Webster. Dating means different things to different people, particularly across generations. We as Americans define dating as two people either in an intimate relationship, but a relationship when you're intimate doesn't necessarily mean it has to be sexual, but it can be. It may be serious, it may be casual, it can be Christian, it can be straight, it can be however you want it to be. Long term, short term, however.
Sure, even Karina can take me on a date.
Absolutely, I sure can.
So
Mm-hmm.
the American definition pretty much keeps it open.
Yeah, yeah.
And how I guess you and the other person decide to define what dating is to you.
So now here is the gag. Can not so much so the gag. Can you date multiple people at the same time?
Well, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, in Liberia, do y'all do that? Do y'all be loving to
They're
multiple
loving
people?
to.
No.
That's what I want to know. And
Y'all
do
be
y'all
lovey,
do
lovey.
that? Is that dating or is that cheating?
Y'all be
Right.
lovey, lovey, just like that.
Is that dating or is that cheating? That is my question.
So,
You know, I can't. I just realized what he said. You want to go not in nobody one more DM. I'm done.
I was like, who traumatized him?
And we told
Because
you, but
It must have been SB.
no, because
SB or Steve.
yo, me, I
I
want
took
to.
I
I
took
want to.
I took a get hard time.
I don't hear the junior for Labrador is so that all I will hear. So maybe so we can balance this conversation.
okay, so D Curtis is saying, I don't know, all our lady co-hosts they must be sleeping tonight. D Curtis is saying that loving you can love to multiple people and it's not cheating.
Of course, he will
for
say
Is
this.
it
loving,
not cheating for the man or
Or the
not cheating
woman.
for the
So if the
woman?
woman, if you're the woman loving and she loving to somebody else at the same time, is that cheating?
Yo, I beg you.
yes. I can answer that for you. Yes.
Why? If they saying that loving is dating.
They say the
They're
date for
saying,
1 week, and if they court you for 1 week, and when you're loving, that means you're together.
yeah, y'all together is what they said.
So when you so now if you loving somebody else, you are a cheater.
No.
Oh God, this
And
term
y'all
is
don't date.
Okay, Byron.
oh boy.
Then y'all don't date.
Byron, we're not talking about back in the day.
What he say?
We'll do a present
Back
time.
in the days, they just handpick our grandma them and take them to their husbands.
What I gotta do with loving?
I mean, the people I love, yeah.
Yeah, the juncture, they did say those type of setups lasted longer because
Because
you learned to love the person.
so they dated while they were married.
Yeah.
See, we finished. Yep, we finished putting the number up. Yep, please call in.
Lofa, we need to hear from you.
Lofa has put the number in. Please call in.
Lofa can't talk.
Mm, I
But
can't.
you better talk.
Here's the phone number. Anybody that wants to call in, D Curtis, you want to call in. You say you don't want no problems going in somebody with more DM. So whatever your trauma is, please call the number.
Is she cheating when the loving is very serious? If she's loving to multiple people, I mean, she experimenting, right?
Dating is to put yourself out there, experiment. In a relationship is relationship. I just feel like it's the difference between the two. I'm gonna go on many dates and get my free food.
Hey, see?
So Roxanne, it seems like you can be about a food and not a man.
No, I could be
Hey,
about the man. I could
you
be
guys
about
have a caller. You
You
guys
don't
have D
call it?
Curtis on the line. D
All
Curtis
right.
on the line. Go ahead, Curtis.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
They said D Curtis hello.
hello. We can hear you. Mm.
We hear you.
D Curtis, can you just please go ahead?
And
So we can hear you.
No, we're not talking until you hang up.
You heard that? They will not talk until you hang up, Curtis. Okay, Curtis, you're not gonna hear them because you're not linked through the software. So just talk. You direct it to the studio. They can hear you loud and clear. We set it on purpose like that to avoid the back and forth conversation as it is done often. Yeah. Well, then let me send you the link so you can come and turn your camera off. Is that easy?
Yeah, it might be easier. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Ah,
Okay.
yes, how we find out.
He said he want a dialogue. He ain't just about to make a comment.
You better talk.
he,
Meanwhile, y'all read Jesse comment.
this is it, you guys. Just disrupted my
My
medical
medical
study
study
today.
tonight. Period.
That
Period.
is new to my monitor.
It's okay, Jesse. It's
Let's
It's
okay.
okay
drop
to
in
take
the
a break.
chat. What is loving?
What
Is
is
it a
loving to you?
relationship or is it the American term dating?
I know it ain't American terror for sure.
And why Liberian men feel like they can't date the woman?
Or quarter.
Yes.
Hmm.
Or they feel like
And according to one of the Liberian men, they said 1 week. They're gonna court you for 1 week. If you're not loving today, you're not giving it up.
Ooh,
They
these
pass. They pass.
these relationship requirements are killing me.
They pass. If you
So,
can't give
so,
it up in 1 week, they're done with you.
so Descartes is really hung up.
No, listen, Natalie said when I hear loving, it means exactly that's what comes to mind. I'm not even gonna lie.
wow. So loving is much, much, much more sexual. Okay.
You know
But you
what?
know, y'all ladies never answer none. The three of y'all never answer what does loving mean to you?
Eh, but I feel like everybody already not give my answer.
You what?
Natalie,
What
For
is the
me,
answer?
Natalie, just give my answer.
I didn't think that was sleeping together.
Then what did you think it is?
I thought it was dating.
what then? Okay.
When growing up in Liberia, when I hear people say it, I mean it was actually dating, like in a relationship.
Okay, look. So we share the link. If you are brave to come show your face, come on.
But that's my thing. I mean, even though I was really young in Liberia, right? I have a boyfriend from Liberia, and we can say that was my small gay boyfriend. So we don't use the term loving or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess because we're too young then, cause we were boyfriend and girlfriend. I was my boyfriend, my small boyfriend.
Yeah, but I spoke boyfriend doing wedding.
Nothing.
Now,
But we were loving, but we didn't.
you keep right back to the word.
Oh god.
Now your brother won't be naming names on this platform.
Oh wow! You better out here dropping names. Woo!
Yes, it is Papi Doo. That was my boyfriend, and he even now we're happily married with children. But when we acknowledge each other as my girlfriend from school, my boyfriend from school.
Why he can't bring me here?
So did you love the papi do?
I guess I was dating Papi Doo.
No. Did you love
Love.
papi do?
No, I didn't.
That's a difference.
I'm talking about 13, 14. No, I did not.
So what I
Okay.
mean,
Well,
Tatiana,
D Curtis is here.
Hello, dear Curtis.
Hello.
that really that puppy do.
Salam alaikum. How you doing?
Alaikum salam.
Hi.
Hi.
Salud.
Hello to y'all. How you doing?
We all right. How you doing?
Good. Why am I hearing myself?
No, but you will hear yourself.
If your phone is still on, turn the volume down.
Down. Then you won't hear yourself on the screen.
Well, hold on.
Yo, why is Oliver on here calling people names?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no.
Am I still here?
Yes, you still
Yes,
here.
we're still here.
All right, much better. I'm not hearing myself anymore. So what you say?
So we want to hear from you. What is
You
loving? Because
got
you're giving so many different definitions. Killing dog, doing this, doing that. Please explain to us.
getting cat.
Okay.
Mm,
So dating,
mm,
like American terms.
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
When I get that thing in Liberia.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dating in America, like you said, it can be uh a month, this other thing there, including or excluding, it all depend on where you're going. But mostly dating in America, you getting to know me, I getting to know you, your like, your dislike, your future plan and stuff like that. For
Did we lose him?
Probably did.
Dun, dun, dun,
Is he in
dun.
Labra?
You know what?
Because in Labra, probably a network.
Wait, need orange did that? No start did that?
Probably lose that with that.
Yeah, orange did that. Orange did that. Yeah, orange did that.
$4, $5.
And everybody else too, the link is there. If you would like to come and join the conversation, you don't have to show your face. You can click on the link and come in as well.
There are plenty of. Can you read Jesse?
Jesse said there are plenty. I guess he's trying to say plenty or plentiful of reasons why Liberian men don't fall for the cosmetic theory of love called dating. Trust me, you will be dating that young woman while another dude is on his lane quietly malfunctioning on you're supposed to be date. Example in Liberia, why the tree owner await the plum to get ripe? The other trying to peek and eat with the salt.
First of all,
So loving is not dating. So when I said loving, y'all in a relationship. Based on this,
am I
because
still here or what thing happened?
We couldn't hear you anymore. You're completely gone.
Well, as I not come back or I not come back here.
You back.
you back.
I have a feeling that Lofa Jula doing something with my microphone.
Lofa say you making him shame on you.
Lofa, please respect yourself and leave my microphone. So let me continue. Dating in Liberia, depending on the female, and not just Liberian girls in Liberia, Liberian women all over in any kind of world. Dating in Liberia lasts for maybe the most 1 week. If she's serious a little bit, maybe you will go 1 month or 2 months. If that serious woman will know what she want.
okay.
But dating in a Liberian setting, 1 week, dating over, then you'll start loving right now. You're killing dog. Like I was saying while we're down in the comment, good guys. What one date? What say, oh my girl, hold on, let me get to know you. Liberian people get a terminology that one can function, that one a junk, man. I get my own junk. So if you are a man and you allow her to go for more than 1 week, you not kill her dog. You come and be the laughing stock in the community. You will be the discussion on that gossip bench. You will talk all kind of things about you. So dating end in the Liberian setting 1 week, and then straight you're loving.
Doggy,
The other question where you ask, can you be, since Liberia terminology of dating and loving, can you be dating multiple people? Yes. Liberians can date multiple people until they get married. So yes, they will be loving to Paul, loving to John, loving to Peter. They stay dating, but they eating something all the other places until one man say, "Okay, you know what? I think the door is sweet. Let me step up and propose." That is it.
This is the conversation I never knew I needed.
It's all sweet for me.
Let us shine a light on this.
It's all sweet for me.
Big Brothers is teaching. He is teaching us.
Oh God, we learned it now. We learned it.
It's not here line like it though.
So they stand up for Liberia.
When it got,
So they stand up for the women in Liberia.
So 1 week. After 1 week, you're jumping to loving.
Doggy.
Right. And they stand on not only for women in Liberia, man, I put it on the Liberian getting in Liberia, Liberian getting everywhere, America, oh, and then I
No.
be you, my girl. Don't be shaking your head.
eh, eh,
Unless you not let that man.
eh,
Y'all let Liberian getting it. So long y'all let that man forget it, y'all not even let it go 2 days. Y'all will be the first people to say, my man, you wasting time. Let me cut you, y'all sell nigga there and start doing your thing there. Y'all.
nah,
What
no,
kind of
no.
girls have you been meeting, D
What
Curtis?
kind of brother when they been meeting in America?
Okay, oh. All right. They'll be asking me interview question.
I
D
think we got
Curtis, do you
somebody
feel
else on
like
here. I think we got somebody else on here too. Jesse, are
oh
you there?
Yeah,
Jesse, come,
I'm,
bring it on.
Jesse, can bring your own comment too.
well, I'm here, though. I'm here. Am I in? Are you guys
Yes,
hearing me?
Very
yes.
much so.
Yeah. So
Jesus.
first
My
thing.
man, we're talking about relationship thing. Don't be talking if you in or you out. Oh. You gotta be in.
No,
But where is that what have
no.
friend
When
talk?
I talk about me, I'm kind of like thinking if I'm on the show, you know. So first, let me say thank you to the ladies for lighting all the chemistry, because I was like reading and kind of like bored. And as soon as I check Facebook, I come across this conversation. So fast on, uh, they have many reasons why, like in Liberia, there is nothing called date or dating anymore. The first thing is when you meet a lady, there is a possibility of 100% once she's above 18 of already being the life. And if that blackie is already there, won't create a notion that whether you did her or not, she's still malfunctioning somewhere else. In contemporary setting, our society is so polarized now that a lady cannot date one guy. So if you want to be a Jehovah Witness boy and thinking that you're dating this girl for your future, trust me, before you come to the full conclusion, perhaps it may not mean anything there anymore. So the whole issue of dating thing it's kind of like difficult. I don't see it in Liberia anymore. In fact, the children can be in school these days. The Ministry of Education are already come about sex education. So they're in school already these days and they already know about life. So when you're in 10th grade, it's kind of like you practically into life, and, you know. And this issue of cell phone have increased.
Hmm. It's everywhere.
Like brother internet you go.
What happened to him? Web not calling the girl off?
The best thing out he has studies. What do you mean? Well, calling.
A girlfriend not telling him, no, you better get herself on her life.
I mean, that orange meaning, don't start meaning, oh, you're sorry. Oh.
I
Oh,
know
okay.
it. I know it.
Tell me,
Recharge your phone.
Winnie,
Oh, you be
We
there.
got
Recharge your
you
Hato.
in our hearts,
Winnie,
okay?
our
And, you
Hato.
know,
Hey.
so 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 I've been privileged to graduate from high school soon, and I also been privileged to teach high school. So I understand and I have a fair appreciation of most of the young people what it goes through. If a young man spend on you one or two times, he want an instant reward, and there is no different reward you can give to him that satisfy him the sex your body.
Hmm.
So
What?
no
What?
one
That's
want,
that's a perfect
of
problem, man.
course,
Tell the truth, y'all. Nobody's stupid yet. Hmm.
nobody's stupid, and you know, and nobody want to date a woman who already know about life. So what are you waiting for? If I was virgin, you say, yeah, let me date her, and you know, because you got a possibility that you will be the first man to penetrate. But other than that, the woman already know about love. What's the essence of dating? And our African culture did not subscribe to that ideology of yours that believe that even the woman know about love, they can still be dating. We don't believe that other theory. Our theory is such that you see this girl, you like her, you express your feelings. If need be, she consent, and you guys try to move on. You can still be knocking it while you're observing each other.
Your
And
look
it's a
is
seen as dating too now. Yeah, nah. But that's our culture here. You can be nagging it and you stay. But that to me, I think that and Lova Julius were tears because he been here, he usually come and go, So
So Lovato,
you can observe the
Look
woman.
like
Yeah,
Lofa, we get
and
the man
trust me,
trying to tell Look I can attest to that 1 week dating.
huh?
yeah. And trust me, all of the picking Lova Julius girl on here are all dangerous species. So the fact that they say he will know
Huh?
the bad man. Oh yeah, he will know the bad man.
Wow.
So when Lova
Tell
Julius
you,
picking
Lofa,
him,
you
they
are
say
a, you
why
are a disgrace to man who.
More learn about director again.
Y'all will not call on this platform and disrespect our manager.
so let me just come back to
If
to
y'all
the
want to stay on
issue
their platform, y'all
since
respect our
since
manager or we'll move you from yo.
Okay.
no, but
Oh.
that's the issue. Your manager is socially grounded, so we have to be
Hey!
careful. So even at the medical school, yeah, we got this sex class that we usually talk to people at the girl hospital, especially teenager. These days, I'm not trying to be so low, but as far as 16 years old, are into active man business.
That's
So
sad.
imagine you meet this girl, and I'm being very generous about this. I think I try inviting Lova Julia speaking Golden had the other time at the medical dome for one of these conversations. You will meet a 15-year-old girl that already know about life. So who want to date if you a 17-year-old girl that knew about life at age 15 and you want to date her in her 20s? Nobody want to do that. In fact, that's gamble. You be gambling with yourself. Even myself won't do that. It better will carry on based on your character. I can keep you, but not
So,
on the issue
so
of that one.
let me ask you a question, right? Why do you
Mhm.
guys think that this dating thing is so exclusive or so big that you? Why do you think it requires so much money or and just basic things, right? Vanessa, what are some basic things you can do when you're dating someone?
You don't
So
always have to
the, the,
spend
the,
money.
the
Like
the
you don't
question is
always
a
have to.
bit empirical. So who
Mhm.
want to invest with all reaping the dividends of their investment? I
So
pose
my
that question
question
to you.
is, my question for you here is, why is it
Uh-huh.
that y'all have requirements that a woman should be? Because what I'm hearing you is like the woman should be absolutely pure before you will even consider to even be dating, to spend money to court that person. If the woman has had any type of sexual intercourse previously, then I mean it's a waste of time. You're just going to get what you're
Yeah.
supposed to
So
get, and that's it.
so it's a simple question. Uh, if I'm to date a woman like in Liberia, it is not possible currently for a young girl to have a single guy. The first thing the train got a tendency that says one tree can full of forest. So meaning
My
you
brother,
might have
can I interrupt you a little bit though, just for
yeah,
one
sure,
second?
Julia. Sure, why not?
Um, I don't limit this to young girls only. There are mature women here in
Uh-huh.
America, in Liberia, that are not
Mm-hmm.
ready for this thing that everybody here call dating.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't give them the D as early as possible, some of them will go somewhere else and find it.
That's
And
about
that
All
is
of
it.
these
I
people
told
have backup plans. They have other people they're already talking to on the background. If you won't be dating and say you're investing and you want to get to know them, forget it. They will go somewhere where they can be warming the engine while they're waiting for you to be doing your dating. And
I,
not just young women.
I'm sorry to say, but I hate the fact that both of you are speaking on behalf of the women. I feel like we need a woman perspective, because it's
so
just
so
coming
so so
from
But you're for yeah. You tell her.
no to my people like
so so
back
so
outside of us, because of course I think you already know how we feel about this whole situation. I think we expressed that already.
have you
No,
guys
my
heard a
brother.
woman have you
Can
guys
I
heard
just
a
tell
woman
you?
calling men junk?
No.
So
Exactly.
normal slings there say they want a junk or they want a way. You don't hear that thing before? It's a
No.
No.
Liberian. Okay.
But
So they
I wanna
usually say
ask
that.
Bessie a question.
Yeah. So they usually say that when a man has a purpose for them and he don't want anything from them, he don't want to share his body with them, they classify it as a junk, meaning you get investing and he's talking about no one. That's the normal tactics. I don't know for America because I haven't been there. I don't know how their composition of social activities like. So I'm speaking in the direction of Liberia because all of my life, I think at school we had to do everything here. So if you are a Liberian and you meet a lady today, trust me, if you even give her full money for like 1 month straight, with her asking her for sex, the next thing she got more friends, you say that one I join over and get yeah. And now my scholarship and get a Red Cross to me, yeah, donating. So the fact that you do not ask for something in return, they classify you as Red Cross, you're there to donate. And you get when they say they want food, you bring food. They want money,
So
you bring money.
do you think
They get it here too, my brother. They just get different terminology that all.
so let's listen to my question. Do you think
Mhm.
that girls have become like this because for so long they've had to have sex with someone to get something from them? So do you think because of that attitude or because of what's been happening that it has become the norm?
Yeah, so I'll answer in 2 ways. 50% yes, and the second is the issue of sex education. So these days, smartphone is good, technology is good, but there are so many WhatsApp group that has a whole lot of pornography. And able to another thing is the class of friends. If you want to be in certain class of friends, especially young woman your teen age, you won't be like the exuberant is there, you won't fit in certain category. Here comes certain responsibility. You want to work with certain class of young women, you want to work with certain class of young men, and they are associated with certain social misbehavior. That's where the issue of the whole thing giving your body sooner than you reach a full stage of purity. So yes, most of them believe that when you're giving them something, in fact, in Liberia, when you give woman money 2, 3 times, they know straight that you're already into something. That's the new thing that you don't even have to approach woman these days. Once you change, you
Can I answer
give
the
her
question
money.
from the American standpoint? Because the man in Liberia, they're giving you a Liberia answer. Because
No, but I'm not getting American
the,
answer now. You know that one.
yeah, the answer here is no. Even those that have their 3, 4, 5 job that can do the double here in America that are taking care of themselves. Yes, some of them would be after the money, but the vast majority of them are not serious enough to have a clean relationship to get to know a guy without sex. And if you position yourself to be that person, the vast majority of them will dish you, or if they see value in you, they will keep you to the curve while they're sleeping with somebody else until you can put a ring on it. The
So,
vast
but
majority of
that's what.
them, 99% of them here, don't have only one person. I know it's wrong for me to use percentage because I have not done the studies, but
No, you have.
most of them would. Yeah, but I'm telling
What
you,
state do you
based
live
the
in?
reason why.
So
Go
so
ahead.
so so
What
so
state do you
so
live
uh,
in?
so
I know
I
what you want
agree
to say
with.
I live in. You probably want to say I live in Minnesota or Philadelphia because I believe the uselessness. No, I don't. I live in Virginia in a very small state called Richmond, and I don't have friends. I don't go out. I don't party. I don't do none of that.
But 99% is a high number to
It's
say.
a very high
It's
It's
number.
a very high number to say,
Yes.
especially when
Yeah,
you on,
I,
especially when you on a
I, I,
platform,
I,
especially when you're on a platform of women that are or have been married.
so
okay. So
my apology on behalf of the neighbor, the same brother.
No,
But
no,
let
no.
me just
I
share
wanna
this
no.
experience.
I think
you
no.
apologizing for me, I mean, also, don't apologize for me. I'm
Damn,
giving you.
he
I'm
mean it.
telling you what
But
I
that
know.
99 is high. That's a
So
high
for a guy
number.
that lives in Richmond, Virginia, how many girls, how many Liberian girls have you met in Virginia that you've
Someone said,
that said, I'm only gonna date D Curtis for a week, and if I don't get sex from him, then he's not it.
but why would I
It
even
don't
date?
have to be me specifically, but I know people. It's not me, but I know people. We talk to people. Most of them do not want a serious guy. They don't.
Huh?
But 99 is still a very high number to say.
It's a high number. I agree.
That mean you calling someone only 1%.
I agree. 99. If you're 1%, don't see it as an insult. Is pretty much a compliment to you for being that 1%. But the vast majority have lowered the bar to the extent that the 1% that are upholding it don't even mean anything. I'm just being brutally honest.
Hey man, Jesse, we
I
lost
want to
Jesse.
hear. I want to hear your experience personally.
You can't. No. You're not telling me about your personal life. Why you expect me to come on here and tell you about my personal life? It don't work like that.
You said you've heard, but like you can't come and say 99%. Like that's very inaccurate for you to
I
say.
understand it's a high percentage.
Experience when you
I agree.
have not experienced this.
Based on Ayese.
It's not everything you've learned, and not every information you've acquired in life came from experience.
You have to read a book comment, yeah.
Is this Jesse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm the one.
Let me ask Jesse a question, please.
Now, I want to know where he getting his data from.
No, Jesse. My train of thought when you was talking about the 16-year-old or the younger girls, right? And and the expectation of them possibly being pure. I'm wondering now. I'm a 39-year-old woman. I'm not single. However, if I was, I can only imagine if you are like Liberians are expecting people as young as 16 to like they're not pure. So imagine what I'll do with a 39-year-old woman. I mean, if they give me 1 week. That is crazy to me.
Yeah. So
old news, man.
2 factors. No, you're not old news.
First of all, nobody should be dating a 16, 17-year-old. I'm sorry, but continue.
No, you can date it. No, there are laws that guarantee that you can date once there is no sexual proceeding. When there is no sexual proceeding, you can even date as low as 15 years. So by right,
no, you cannot, my brother. It's wrong. In Liberia, out of Liberia, is wrong.
What can you give out of?
No, so yeah, we see. That's why I said they are not teaching sex education. So sex, most of the renowned. Yeah, you're saying something.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so Lover Julius, those curriculum that you passed through a few years back are not the same today. Today, they are teaching sex education. They will say to you whenever your message is coming, how to use it, how to treat it. You can get a boyfriend, but you shouldn't go in certain close range, and everything will be discussed. You can date a guy, but you shouldn't have sex. That is on the paper as a theory, but practically the children are going different way. So before, there was no way, even before, I don't want to believe that you did sex education in school when you're in Liberia. But these days it is taught. And the reason why it is taught is because the huge volume of teenage pregnancy.
So who's dating the 15 and 16-year-old? Is it the age group or is it someone older?
Grown men.
There's grown men dating these girls.
You know that.
Well, it's wrong. Whether that, I would know 16-year-old or 15-year-old, even 17-year-old says should be dating anyway, Liberia.
I just want
Bro,
to clarify. I'm not attacking you, D. Curtis, but when you come out here, you want to speak and say that I have heard people, my friends, or so and so say, but you can't come up and give a straight up number as if you went out there and you did a survey, or you went out there and dated multiple Liberian women, and all they wanted
Hmm.
out of you for a week was sex. I don't agree with that, and that's why I asked you, did you have a personal experience? Because you can't make those kind of statements. It's very insulting.
from hearsay.
Well, I apologize if you feel insulted. It's
Well,
my
many
view.
well, many other women feel that like there's a couple. You see, as you see the comment I have up here right now, she said 99%. This is how little y'all think of
Do
us.
you know? Do you know Liberian women view of Liberian men, or is it because we're not discussing Liberian men today?
We don't, but us, we
But
don't
you're
even, no,
insulting.
even, no, but even on our platform, we are quick to tell, to check each other and check the next person to say, does not say all Liberian men, because that's not true.
Yes.
Because if that's the
And
case,
and I agree. And I said
us
my
in the category.
and I agree. And I said that the 99% was a high number. And I also stated that I have not conducted any research. Nevertheless, I like to speak to people's conscience. Close your eyes right now. Be honest with yourself. You know somebody who knows somebody who would not date a guy, a good guy, who just want to get to know her in depth and keep herself for that guy. You know somebody. It's within our community, as small as it is.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know.
Okay, well, if your conscience is clear, then that's cool. If it's not, I speak to the conscience.
I know
This
a
is
bunch of Liberian women, as a matter of fact, that's just looking for love. Now, if sex happens, it happens because y'all are both adults, and that's fine. But they're not sitting there and thinking, man, I just want to date this guy for 1 week. And if he can't give me sex, I'm on to the next. That is completely not their mindset at all.
Especially the time frame. That's crazy.
At
Oh,
all.
okay. So guys, if I would please let me just jump in here really quick. Um, I know D Curtis and the previous brother that were on here. Let's be fair. D Curtis, this conversation here again was just general. I know you want to hear from D Curtis as a person. We're not discussing our individual or personal life on here. We're just generalizing things. He may have add number to it, but he's giving us his thought on the topic. He's telling us that's what he heard. He's not out there conducting survey but I mean, if that's what he's gathering from the public or the general population that he may have inquired from, that's his view. I don't think, because very often we hear Liberian women who would say Liberian men, you see them, they're short like peanuts, and they don't know how to pay for this. The other denigrating things they say, is it general that all of us are involved in these kind of characteristics? No, we're not. So I don't think D Curtis meant to be insulted. If it came across that way, in general, as men, we will apologize for that statement. But he's saying again, there are people who are found in these categories, and I'm just saying the apologies is sent out. If you all felt insulted, we apologize that it is mentioned that way, because again, D Curtis here as a Liberian man, he represents all of us Liberian men, but I don't think he meant to be insulting in a way.
Well said. Thank you for
Look, look
clarifying.
out, look out. Whenever I'm on a platform and they're discussing Liberian men,
Right.
and they have all these negative things to say about Liberian men, I don't get offended because I know I am not that Liberian man. So the way I see it is, if you are getting so offended, either probably you are somewhat linked to it in the past, maybe you've made changes, or you are. The people that say like brand men that sprint donors and they get up, they leave. I don't fit that category. They say like brand men are deadbeat men. I don't fit that category. They say like brand men can't keep a job. I don't fit that. They got all the list of things that they say about Liberian men, and I will be there. I will have that conversation. I will be that 1%. It's actually a pride to me to be that 1% out of the 99% of the Liberian men that they're discussing. And
It's not
truth be
offense.
told, I'll tell you and I'll say it again. I'll say it again. Like most Liberian women do not like good men. All right. If you try to get to know them, you try to reserve yourself, you respect them, they will not. They will go for that guy that will do the most. All right. And dating in Liberia, that's just what it is. We give you 1 week, you not give it to her, we move on to the next. And you were one stay mode, and that 1 week, she will find somebody else. Why? She waiting for you to make up your mind if she find values in you.
It's not offense. Me clarify something. The way how you brought it, Lofa, I get it. We all have our opinions about each other, but for a long time, we've heard different men come and say, "Oh, Liberian women, they're just good for sex. They have nothing in their brain." So when I get on this platform, I'm going to uplift Liberian women because, like I said before, I don't know where y'all meet the Liberian women that y'all talk about. But when I get in multiple communities, I see a bunch of good ass Liberian women. So how about we start talking about those and equal it out? Because it's really not the way. Like, you can't just throw out numbers. It's all I'm trying to say to you guys. You can't just throw out numbers like that. We have to uplift one
So
another.
I guess my wrongdoing here is the number, right? I should just say most or majority.
Yeah, but
You
that's
can,
what my wife said. That's what
If that's the
everybody.
case,
That's
then
what
I
everybody.
apologize for putting out a number.
yeah. That's just what I was
Okay.
thinking. And then
Say
Okay.
in my opinion, because you haven't done anything factual. In my opinion, Curtis D's opinion from experiences, from things that I've heard, will be much more appreciated that some Liberian women, not most or 99, I that yes, and no, it's
And
not
I
because
can take away the 99%, but I cannot take away the most or
okay, you can
some.
keep the most if you keep the most.
You
Yeah.
can say most.
And
You can
again,
say most.
I don't
say
know. You're
most
not.
because
Maybe
he
you're not
has
hearing me
not
out though. But
No, I
most.
hear it. I think he can say most, Karina, because
Most
even
can
when
be
we
right,
anything.
define,
you
even
can't
when
tell
we
me what to
define,
tell you. What you want to hear. You see, that's part of the problem too. Liberian women want to hear what they want to hear instead of hearing the truth or hearing your opinion.
No, no,
He
throwing
can't
out numbers
say
is
he can say
dangerous.
most because he has not experienced it
but what?
either.
But listen to
I
what he.
don't
But
have to
listen.
physically
But
experience most. I can sit and see just how in Liberia most Liberian men gay pregnant women and walk away from the responsibility. I'm a Liberian man and I know that to be a most. Most Liberian men will impregnate a woman and walk away and leave the woman to raise the child by herself. That's
Where?
most. I have not conducted any research, but you count you count 10 Liberian men or 10 Liberian child, call 10 Liberian child, even us on the platform. Tell me something about a time where your dad was in your life. About maybe four of us here cannot tell you a story about us and our dad.
Um,
That's most. I don't have to conduct a research for that. I don't have to go read paper for that. That's most. So if you put 10 people in a room and eight of them can tell you, say, oh, my power never in my life, what is that?
No, I'm
If
no.
you put 10 Liberian women in a room and eight of them can tell you, say, well, I'm dating two men, or I'm loving to two men, or I got two, if they're being brutally honest, what is that?
that is called
but
conducting a
but
factual
Jennifer,
data.
quick question, quick
Okay,
thing.
Okay. Oh.
Jesse keep coming on here. Orange
represent.
data is
That's his
not
name.
working. It's not the link that he's not getting. He keeps dropping off.
Yeah,
Oh,
he keeps dropping off.
I
I
put him
think his
on like
Thomas, I will
service.
continue to hurt your ear. I'm one of those people, like Lofa Julas made a post one day. He said he is very controversial. And that's me. I don't tell people what I want to hear. I tell you what I think and I tell you what it is. It's up to you whether you want to take it or not. It's my
But we
view.
want to rebuttal it out. We agree to disagree.
You
And we're
can
not
rebuttal it, but you're not trying to rebuttal. What you're trying to do, you're trying to change and recondition my mind and my thinking.
trying to recondition anything.
somebody
But
saying
I'm
it's
trying.
No, you just say I shouldn't say most.
Jesse, turn your other device down. Begin echo.
I think we can move on from this part right here. But I feel like most is fine. If you say most, you say most.
Most is fine.
yeah.
Okay, and I apologize for the 99%. We'll stick with the most.
We stick with the most. We all have said most.
Fifth Joyce, you can't say that. It's not everything you know in life you've experienced yourself. That's just not rational. It's not factual. So you can't say that.
But D Curtis, I'm still stuck on the 1 week though. I tell you that.
If you think I'm lying with a 1 week thing, start talking to a Liberian man, and just see how the conversation go. If you're dating a guy, right? Let's come back to the dating conversation we're having. If you're dating a guy and each time you guys are on the phone and he turned to divert the conversation to something sexual, what do you think that is? In less than maybe one day you'll talk to him, he utilize your body. The first time you guys meet, okay, yes, it's appropriate for him to compliment you, your beauty and stuff. But then if this person is looking for a serious relationship, what should the conversation be after that? Should it be sexual? Let's just be honest. That guy that is interested in you, whenever he takes the phone and dial your number, out of that 1 hour that you guys spend on the phone, how many minutes is dedicated to just sexual stuff than actual stuff that build each other up or getting to know each other?
You tell us, because most Liberian women are,
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure you've talked to some Liberian guys. You keep coming for me personally. All right, so I'm pretty sure you're beautiful, you're an attractive woman. You are an attractive woman. I strongly want to believe that you talk to a lot of Liberian guys too, or some. How many of them who are interested in you or find you physically attractive maintain a conversation that is not sexual?
a lot of them.
A lot of them.
That I date,
But I think men
things.
eventually will have sex. It will come into the conversation. It's going
But
to.
that's not like you're a man. That's men.
That's men in general.
That's men in
You
general.
guys are not listening to me to understand. You're listening to respond. But anyway, I get it.
Yes, yes. We agree to disagree. What are we talking about next?
It's like we're not falling down inside today.
I'm liking the extra vibe in this conversation. That I'm enjoying the vibe in here.
Mind you,
Florence, thank you.
If you don't fit the category, then you just don't fit.
And says Florence, this is all I say. What type of Liberian women are these guys? Moses come up here, he makes like these extravagant statements. And it's like, where are you meeting these Liberian women? What, in Iowa?
You guys have been oblivious to the fact. You guys, you know some of them. You know some of them.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Let me come in.
Live in Iowa.
Wait a minute.
They're meeting the men. Listen, guys. They're meeting the women the same way we can categorize most Liberian men.
Thank you.
So I think
it's the same way, so I can't get mad about that.
I think
we're mad about it.
I know as a woman, I'm probably like really defensive.
But we say it about the men.
We say it about men.
Yes.
Most of the time.
The only thing I found in error that he said was the 99%. But
and I apologize for that. Right.
Right. And I'm not going to disagree with him saying most, because when we have our conversations over here, if you replay plenty of our things, we will say most men have done this and done that.
And what I would say when I was dating, which was many years ago.
No, Vanessa, don't do that. We correct each other to say
we've corrected each other to say most or some. We don't say we've corrected each other from all, but we use most and some here.
Some.
No, we have corrected each other from all.
So you guys are conditioning your guests or your audience from expressing themselves to how you guys prefer for them to express themselves.
People come up here and check us and say, "Oh, don't say it like that," and then I'll go back and say, "You're right," because I personally haven't experienced that. These are some of the things. These are some of the things I've heard.
At this point, they're talking about the conversation in the back.
We're talking about our conversation.
Right. Their conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me finish what I was saying. I was saying that I did not want to date a Liberian man because based on a Liberian men in general, based on what I heard from my
speculation
with my aunties, my older cousins. So when a Liberian man said hello to me growing up,
Yep, and it was this, and
Absolutely.
it was this, and it was the
And
same way.
and
It
I
was the
can
same way
sit
here.
here and beat my chest and say I found a good Liberian man.
Yeah,
So when people generalize Liberian men, I sometimes be like, no, that's not the case.
that's not it.
So
But
it goes. Everybody meet different people. But like I said, when my husband said when he introduced himself, he had to trick me for me to even give him a chance because I was not gonna look at a Liberian man because all the things that I've heard, even though my father is a Liberian man.
but let's be honest in this conversation, right? As often as we are bashed as Liberian men, as often as we are literally now, I think bash is much as of a fine word, but we are beaten in the streets and dragged as being nothing. Even some of us who would do the best we can to be that person, we are still dragged because of others' mistakes. We will not jump in and say we are offended because others are expressing the dissatisfaction with it. I'm glad that you guys are having this conversation tonight because others who are involved in these behaviors will hopefully learn from it. And just like we are listening to what Curtis said, and he's being corrected, hopefully some of us will learn from it. And when we appear on other platforms, we will be cognizant of the fact that we should not attach numerical values to statements that are made, and just be careful what we say. But the reality exists, though, even if he did not experience it. Men talk, women talk. So that's the truth. Somebody might have experienced it and they share the information with him, and women who go out there, and some of them are just disgruntled. There are women who are just upset and they rather just make all Liberian men look bad. Okay. And some of them probably did it, a Liberian man, back to the topic of dating and love, they probably didn't even get into anything with this guy. And they just assumed because the guy got mad on the date and he said he's not paying for the date. Now every Liberian man is cheap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, every Liberian man is cheap. You
Okay,
ask the first date,
I'm paying for the date.
the first day you both go on, you eat $50 worth of food and you say the guy should pay for it, and then you take Uber and go home. Then you say this guy cheap because he didn't pay. Come on now, let's not do that. I think it's I
Well,
think
if I sounded like I said, that's
Nobody's trying to get that emotion.
okay, now,
I'm like you.
so now it's
But,
Lopa, huh?
but Karina, then they will say the same thing for you, or you are being personal too, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Faith.
no, the guy is
Faith, I
feeling
agree.
that to say. I'm happy to him.
No,
So to
no,
answer what
no,
Lofa is saying,
Karina.
right?
I want no. Let me
Well,
let me-
No,
Well,
no,
please
that's
hold
not
on.
making no
wait,
sense.
let me correct
Wait,
Karina
no
because
flag,
when we
no
just
first
doing
flag,
our research, when we
and
just
take
doing
the
our
Uber.
research, and Brian corrected us the other day and said we need experience, so we shouldn't bring other people experiences. So don't come at D credits too hard because they just told us the same thing the other day when we doing our research.
I have no issue with D credit. None. I have no issue with D
Trust
credit.
me, I got no issue with anybody. I got no issue with anybody.
Oh
Even
no,
my sister Faith Joyce.
she don't have issue.
Faith Joyce, I have no issue with anybody. I come on platforms, I speak my mind, I keep it stepping. Lofa, sometimes people don't even have to tell you. You live in a community, you will know the useless man, you know the useless woman. You see people.
Mhm.
In my community, there's a dude that all the women know. Every one of them know. So they don't have to come and say, oh, I know this man and this and that. So it's not everything we know in life we experience ourselves. Some things we've read, some things we've watched, some things we've observed from a distance. But
Okay.
I can tell you, and I know we're Liberian, so we're talking about Liberian women, but in most cases, even here in America, American women or African American women, when you try to be serious, it's just a selective few women out there will look at a serious man who is very serious with her and say, you know what? I just want to get to know you. I'm not interested in getting into your clothes right now. Let's get to know each other. That will say, okay, yeah, I value this man. Let's move forward. Let's get to know each other. Most of them will put you in some type of category that if you even hear it say you feel sorry for yourself.
Uh, my people, I'll go back to my manager, Lofa. Something, something still hitting me.
We're listening.
When you were commenting about the date, you said the guy just came from spending $50 on the date, and then the lady took an Uber. So where's she supposed to be going? If she, if she,
Well, right. So because he spent $50 on me, he paid for nothing.
I think you just select a portion of this, the statement I made, and you want to now highlight it to satisfy.
No. What was she supposed to do?
yes,
That was married.
because this is what Moses said
What I
last
said.
week.
Let me reiterate.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me reiterate. I said you will have a person a girl, woman, who went on a date with a guy.
Uh-huh.
Okay. After the date, after you've had $50, $60, whatever the amount, get in an Uber, leave and go home, and then classify this guy as a cheap or whatever guy because he did not spend 100 or more on a date. But then she will go and say Liberian men. Instead of saying this guy, she will say Liberian men are cheap. That's my point here. Instead of all of the money should this man have to spend $1,000 on you for you to classify Liberian men to be what?
What?
Honest giver?
D, I will clarify for Lofa. D.
Maybe she that dates with Liberian men in the same scenario.
Thank you, Alfred. That's
No, that's not what Lofa meant. Lofa meant, how dare you take an Uber when I just spent $50 on you, and that's terrible.
But we were on here last week,
And Steve said the same thing.
Byron said he can only but spend $100 on a date.
So now I'm gonna cover.
There you go. And now, so that makes us cheap.
Liberian men are cheap. Pour some more wine.
See, there you go. Liberian men are cheap. But I'm pretty sure if you were to ask D. Curtis on a date, D. Curtis is winning because he's a comedian. He's a celebrity. He probably ready to put $500 on the table. That means
Lofa, who made the rule? Who made the rule that if I'm dating you, which is me getting to know you and you getting to know me, that when we go out to eat, I should pay for it? Who made that rule?
It's a gentleman thing to do.
It's a gentleman thing to do. Isn't it a lady thing to do then to go spend time with a guy to a heart like Lofa said instead you get it in the Uber?
That's not a lady thing. That's not being a lady. That's not being a lady.
You know what, D. Curtis? That is a lady thing.
That's not being a lady.
If it's totally up to an individual. So absolutely. If she chooses to do that,
then fine.
That's
but
fine.
It's not required. It's not a down payment on her cooch.
No.
Okay, let me ask you a question though. All right. Can I ask you guys a question? We will use the American dating, right? We forgot about Libra dating. Saying Libra dating mean we eating something, we killing dog. We'll come to the American dating where we getting to know each other. You can put a time on it, whether like 3 months you're taking to know each other or 6 months to know each other. Should I be paying your bills or giving you money during that time of me trying to get to know you?
No, absolutely not. And
absolutely not. That means that she's trying to automatically use you from the beginning.
Right.
Guys, can I take this call?
Absolutely not. Right. That's the logical answer. But is that the reality?
No. They can ask for money.
No, obviously we know a lot of women that would be like they'll be trying to see what they can get out of you, and if they can't get it, they'll categorize you.
I think there's a caller on the line.
Yeah, we have a caller on the line. Let's bring the caller through, please. Caller, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
Hi, Jesse.
Florence, and I'm calling from Rhode Island.
Go ahead, Florence.
Yes, last week I was having this conversation. I'm an old school, but the dating thing we're talking about, in my opinion, I think we're getting it wrong. Because the dating thing is not today. It started a long time. Even our grandmothers, they just a different way they did dating. But we come, what happens as African, as Liberians, when we come into the Western world, we drop our culture and pick up the Western things and don't follow our culture. That's what giving a hard time to do. Because those days, the old men, our grandparents, then they did it. That man will go cut that woman farm. He will go to the farm and cut the rest of the woman, cut firewood, go hunt. It's the same thing as dating. It's just a different form. It's just a different form of dating. Now we add numerical value to it, so we working. Well, I do agree with the credit that if you know yourself, when you take yourself to a restaurant, you know you can afford a $500 meal. Why would you expect this man to afford a $500 meal? So it depends who you dating. I can't be dating somebody that working in a group home, and then I expect them to carry me to $100 restaurant that you have to buy one thing, and then some of them don't even eat the food. They just wait, they just so snap it, Snapchat, maybe me at old school, the Snapchat, oh, I went to this place. It's not called for the point of dating is for you and this person to connect to see whether you have the chemistry or not. So it don't even have to be expensive. If you read it in, that's the thing with women. And then sometimes you have to catch it. If woman is not into you, she will make you spend for nothing money that you're not supposed to spend. But if a woman is into you, wherever you carry her, even if that's just a movie and you get a popcorn, it's not an issue for her. She will be happy with it. So it depends the type of women. I understand, yes, we do have some sisters and brothers in our community that for the community needs. But those who are not married yet, who don't give up on Liberian men or women, they do have some decent one, and it depends where you look it. They have a lot of Liberians in this America and around that don't even associate who are high value. Don't even associate themselves. So it depends where you go to look for these women or these men. Where you look and how you value yourself and the standard where you are, that's the kind of person you'll be meeting. So we shouldn't give up on Liberian men. And because for one, I'm married to a Liberian man. I have 4 kids. We've been together for 25 years. We've been together for 25 years.
Wow.
So it's not all Liberian men.
Thank
And
you.
it's not all Liberian women. So I just want to clarify it for you young people that don't give up on Liberian men. Don't give up on it's just where you're looking and the type of circle you are in.
Thank you, Clarence.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Girls, they come, they take it, yes, good stuff.
Yes. Can we sound an alarm on the type of circle you are in? I think that spoke volume.
So let me just say my piece
They do my
before we
Trisha
go
again. They
around.
do my Trisha again.
Can I say my piece?
They respect it and you respect it. They start spending all that money. If that man spending all that money, that means that he just want to get in your pants. No serious minded man will just see and just start spending money on you just like that. It takes time. He
Tell
gotta
them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just clap for the old man. Go ahead.
Can we hear you clap? Can we hear some clapping for her at least? Can we? Oh,
The
thank you.
ladies, can you clap?
Thank you.
We're gonna
Thank
clap.
you.
Let's let people know that.
Can I I'm sorry guys, I have to leave, but can I say something before I leave real quick, please? If that's okay. Do I
Yeah.
have the floor? All right.
Yes.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, this is a suggestion, and then I will say what I want to say and leave. Um I would recommend or I like to suggest. I'm not telling you what to do, suggest, okay? There are four of you brilliant ladies be here on your show, and you're having your show. I would say, even if you agree on the subject matter, you're split up. And just to spice the conversation up, let two disagree or
Yes.
one disagree, just to push it. Try this and see how your show go. You can't agree on everything. It makes the show very boring. It will not keep your audience, especially our community will love negativity. So it will come everybody just agreeing. You will not catch people. I know y'all may not be doing it for the big numbers. You're not won't get people, but your show is positive, you're educating people, somebody will sit here and learn something from the show. All right. I was very harsh with my numbers. However, I still maintain my morals. All right. And part of the reason why I'm saying it here today, somebody will watch this show and they'll start to pay attention to these things. That guy that will call you will start to pay attention to the type of conversation he's willing to have with you. If it's all sexual, he's telling you what his intents are. If it's a female, if she's all about sexual, she's telling you what her intention are and stuff like that. That's just plain brain. If you are not one of the 99%, if somebody use it, don't get this. Plead your case. Let the people hear you out. So if you're I made a vet again for the 99%, I'm sorry, but I strongly believe that most
Oh, you man.
women are not on they're not all for the good guys. They not want the good guys. They want the let me can I say the F boys. All right. But anyway, your thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank
D.
you, D.
Curtis.
Curtis.
Thank
We
you, D.
appreciate
Curtis.
you joining us tonight. Come back again so we
We
can argue back
appreciate
and
your
forth.
time.
I will come out if Lofa allow me to come. Lofa will stop me from coming on the show.
Take my name out of this other conversation. I'm one of the technical
Okay.
guy here.
All right. Y'all thank you. Y'all take care.
Thank
All
you.
right. Bye.
Correct. Jesse, you want to put on a closing statement there?
Yeah, let me just say a few things.
By the way, Jesse, before you say a few things,
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
you and your lo-fi and his social environment, in like, bro, please don't lie on me and put me in situation I cannot handle.
Let me clarify, our boss.
Thank you.
Thank
Please make the clarity on
Bossy.
here because I am not ready to sit in Mo Ali's position. Thank you. Oh my God. And then Jesse just left the line. Sorry, guys.
Jesse Orange data not working.
Yeah, that was
Jesse,
good.
look for that's a sign. Jesse didn't want to clarify.
You really did? Yeah. Young man came on here trying to put me in a situation I can't handle. Oh Lord.
Talk about our bossy ran out on
Hey,
the
hey,
At
don't
least we
put
know
it
your
on
behavior
there.
in my beer now.
Justin, I'm come back.
Oh, Jesse Rich.
Jesse, welcome back. We're listening.
Yeah, thank you. So again, my apology. Orange meaning Lone Star meaning recharge your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I actually thought to remain muted so that I can listen to the argument that was being pushed and also read a comment. I think one of the reasons why we were going back and forth with you guys were going back and forth with the argument is because perhaps I think the women are being a little selective in picking up comments. They were more detailed in what was in their line. But some agree with the most of the men went with the 99%, though I do not agree with or I do not subscribe to that number. But all of these projections are meant to strengthen some of us who is yet to get married. And I think all of you thoughts is worth taking. But let me make these few things quickly. So I was fortunate to have come across. I just want to bring this scenario. This Liberian lady in the States. We were here together in school. Well, I was a senior at the time.
Are
And
you
when I
rich man or
graduated
you
from,
Jesse?
I'm Jesse. I may get parent too. So quickly, they get one last time we started talking, like regular dating. And one day she looked at me and like, Will, why you can't ask me for money? So I'm like seriously, what do you mean? So her argument is that when she was in Liberia, when someone going outside, you should beg for money. If you don't beg, then me cheating this way. So that mindset she already carried on that side. So whether she even did another person on that side, even if the person maintain that independent posture, she believes they are already cheating. So this is not a one-way street, it's a both way. But here is what I want our sister to grab. There are many reasons why our sister won't date. One, poverty could be a key factor. Two, home orientation. These days, the parent expected from their children is no longer like before what the children expected from their parent. In fact, when you reach 16, the parents start to drop the issue of buying you lotion for your skin, roll on detergents. They stop doing that. So indirectly, they are telling you to go and start pursuing financial means through which you can sustain yourself. And if you start observing some of the early responsibility, it push you to having multiple sex partners in order to sustain these things. So poverty is one of the driving force. The next thing is home orientation, like I said earlier. All of you here were taught or grew up in a home where in though I know you have one or two missteps, but then your parents should have seen that guy and be coming around the house, have one or two view of him before they even encourage him to come closer. These days, you can meet them on the street. Where you living? I live in Red. Oh, my whole Red. Can I go see my place? And the parent will come. Yeah, hello, hello, man. Passage go inside. You cannot tell that child to do this anymore because the child is bringing food in the house. The woman said bringing food in the house. So it's kind of difficult now for people to date. I understand your American concept about the dating thing, but we gotta also understand the terrain in which we are trying to push this argument. So before Curtis left the line, he spoke about balancing it, not just with the issue of negative and positive, but we should also take on cultural diversity. The cultural posture on our side is different from the one we get here. So you gotta understand that. On our side, you believe that before a man and a lady have something to do, there should be some kind of conversation. You should know the person more and it should spark up something. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Even if an older man give you a lift, after a few times, that older man won't return. So that's why it is increasing most of the copper issue. So if I give you a lift, for example, two, three times pick you from your house and maybe offer you a scratch card or something, that man want a return. And you don't have anything to get him, and the next thing to do is to subscribe your body in giving something to perhaps do something. And so I appreciate the conversation and trust me, the fact that most of your show will be doing my study out, most of my spare time will chip in to listening to some of the things you guys have to say. So again, it has been an extreme pleasure for me. This is my first time coming across your show, and I've been incorporated in so highly to have my one or two. I'm really really grateful. The only thing I would say is that moving forward, if you guys are having a show, let's share in most of the chat rooms so that people can follow. Let's share it on Facebook so people can follow. And once we start to do that, the number will increase and the measure will go across. So nothing much to say but to say thank you. It has been a pleasure, and I'm so humbled to have been part of your conversation. Though I was not into it from the genesis, but I'm so glad that you gave me the space to at least hear what you got to say, and also to the color. I think the woman said she just made my day. She brought it from the olden days scenario to the present day. Only I think we can build on that. But again, I'm humble. I take in all of those points you got make, and trust me, one of two are going to adapt and try to practicalize it. So my only recommendation is let's share the show. Let's place it in all of the chat room. there are more people who need this conversation, and they can only get glued to it except we share them because other kind of like boring. There's no other platform at this hour. So I think we're on the path. So Lova Julius to the rest of uh the BCs, I'd like to say thank you and again, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We
Thank you.
appreciate you. And y'all hear that too? Share our show. We can be begging you.
Yeah, sure I will.
Thank you, bro.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, well then, I guess that ends our conversation for tonight. It was very mind provoking tonight. I see my sis was in her energy tonight.
Girl power. That bring girl power.
I been get power, my girl, bringing it, and Wakanda forever, and Lofa will come in. Lofa will come in with a professional stance to defend the men. So here we are.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Everyone that coming in was had me dying. Like,
Listen, y'all, thanks for the interaction because this was.
It was good. So can we establish that loving is a sexual relationship, and dating is either it can be
either or
anything. Yeah. Okay.
It can be anything. We established that. But thank y'all so much for joining the show tonight. Yes, Thomas, to answer your question, Hawa is still on sabbatical. Hopefully she'll be back soon. Enjoy.
Y'all tell the people where Hawaii. Y'all tell the people where Hawaii is.
Hawaii's on sabbatical.
You're on sabbatical. We told you.
Okay, it will come out. Don't go in the bed.
Oh my god.
Are you accusing our sister friend of being pregnant?
Hey, hello! Don't put food in my mouth.
Don't worry.
Nobody's stupid yet, Lufa.
Yeah. Nobody.
Lufa, get Tuesday. I hear my inbox.
I'll be right there.
Look how you running for you already.
Let's see. We ain't getting enough tea tonight, right?
No cheese there.
No, but seriously, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the Bucks County area, you want to stop by Feasterville tomorrow to see the president-elect. It's a free event to meet the next president of Liberia.
Now, you don't want promoting it?
Why are you promoting this again?
I was going to ask the same question.
Why are you promoting it so hard? You already talking about
an important moment that people
Did
can
they pay
see.
for
who?
Hello,
who, sis?
This network don't do free commercials.
Yeah.
Especially for the president-elect? No.
No, but there's no favoritism here, right? It's just a platform.
Oh, why you keep advertising this?
You keep advertising it. You said it already.
You know
because there are people that probably came on late. All I'm saying is, if you want to meet your president, you could go there and meet him.
Yeah.
Who read these comments? Do they look like people that want to go?
Yo, I just want to know why our audience, why our co-hosts in the audience are like this. Our good co-hosts just taking time to be talking to us from where? No, what time to be Liberia?
Yeah, you see her orange mini.
And you see the time. And you know how many times he called drop? He can't come in there. Thomas get it on the end. We're not in.
When will it end? What story is this? Man. Y'all don't do that thing, man.
I'm telling you.
And these are the people you tell you to go see president-elect tomorrow. You lucky he's not going to see you yet.
Thomas just appreciated my efforts. You're welcome, Thomas.
I got the flyer, but I'm scared. I don't want no problem with my bossy.
Hero. Go take a picture and
pause. This
is
don't be offended, please.
Because I really want to see my grandpa too, but
she had mail zone.
But y'all know I for comments that my uncle.
Well, myself can't see my great grand uncle.
Fifth Joy in Feasterville.
Oh God, Fifth Joy. You can lead a team at the promotion.
Should I be done that she get in trouble?
Message inbox Karina Loggy the address, the time, the phone
Lofa, she only asked the question.
Oh, okay. For
So
every
wait, hold
question,
on.
for every question is $20.
All right,
You can
this
ask
is
as many.
I know this is not a political show, but I'm curious. Is this when you go to the man asking where his plans are for Liberia?
Oh, it's late.
It's late for that.
It
He already is the president. He already
Wait,
gonna be the president. So what were you gonna ask him?
so also it's
It's
a
late.
celebration.
Now you just got to go take pictures with him.
Yeah, he's not campaigning no more.
Yeah,
It's
he
done.
just saying thank you.
Oh no, because I was talking to one of my girlfriends and she said that she's going to meet him and she got questions for him. So I said,
Oh,
isn't
it's
it
late.
late?
It's
But it
late.
make no difference. He can tell you what he want to tell you.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got
It's
6 months
late.
to do whatever he wants.
So at this point, you just go take a picture
Yeah.
and
Y'all
put it
better
up and
try.
let
Y'all
people know
better
you took a
try
picture with him.
going ask the Sleepy Joe in America questions who won campaign to be president again in 2024 and leave the other Joe alone.
No, and see, I told my friend it was late, but I just want to ask the, the politics people in the gentleman show because at this point, the people that was representing the man, the people that were yeah, that the people that make me say thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
and that's it.
I
And
don't
that's it.
understand what you about to go do there, but okay.
Take picture. But yeah, you
It's not
happy
like
you
he
got
doesn't have
one?
no votes.
Well, by the way, since you guys want to talk about this, there is a publication out there notifying you guys that you know what? I think I should read this out since you guys want to talk about this. Let
Oh
me read it
boy,
out. Let
man.
me read it out. No, I'm just trying to help. Since you guys want to, promote this event just to
That
protect you
Jennifer
guys,
and Karina caught it on their separate term.
just to protect you guys about this, we are being told there are a group of people who are trying to organize an event that are not members of the Unity Party, and this is not recognized by the institution Unity Party. It has come to our attention that an unauthorized and fraudulent event, y'all hear that? An unauthorized and fraudulent event, a diaspora rescue celebration. The Unity Party is saying they don't believe in this. It is fraudulent. So it is unauthorized by their institution. It has been organized. So if you guys are going to go there, be careful so you don't end up having to, go home with bracelet on your arm by the cops.
I wasn't going, but I thought
Oh,
I'm
you're not
thinking.
going? Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying. I just told to put it out there because
Yeah,
it is
yeah. Thank you
official.
for clarifying.
It is official by the Unity Party, though. They made that statement. They put it out there, and it's out there. Go ahead, read it. They said it is a fraudulent, initiative. They don't honor it, so it should not be happening.
Because there's a bunch of people I know that have been sharing it and say they are going that I know. So if it is fraudulent, guys, you hear it now. So you want to be
Yeah, it
careful.
was actually this release was made. Actually put out there on December 7th. Okay,
So
it
that
said,
was yesterday.
dear fellow members and supporters of the Unity Party. It has come to our attention that an unauthorized and fraudulent event, a diaspora rescue celebration, uh, purported associated with the Unity Party, all right, is being promoted in Pennsylvania and surrounding areas. We, the Unity Party, Eastern region, in collaboration with the Women Congress led by James Rogers, and it even mentioned names in here, wants to clarify and denounce this false representation. As the official leadership of the Unity Party Eastern region, we oh my, look, you know what? Let me not keep reading it for people say I'm trying to just mess things up. Anyway, y'all go get it and read it for yourselves. They're not
Can
part
you
of the
please
Unity Party.
post it on the page?
Sure, I'll post it.
All right, thanks. So at least people are aware that they are not actually meeting the president. This is make believe. So just
Yes.
you
Yeah,
know,
so Karina will promoting first advertisement here.
yo, yeah, sorry,
Not promoting first thing.
hey, I say y'all forgive me again.
Wow.
Jennifer, I sent it to you, or Jennifer, I sent it to you guys too. I mean, you guys have it. It's in it. I put it in your, no, not in your chat room, but I share it with you so you guys can protect yourself. If you go in there, you go there. Karina, you should have it in your box as well.
Okay.
SB, how you doing, boss? I only sent her the memo I just read.
Look at why you being messy.
No, I'm just saying. I'm
Oh
calling.
my god! I just thought about what he said.
Don't I beg you, don't John gossip. thank you guys for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure having you all join in the wonderful conversation. Even our director joined tonight. Oh my God, how cool is it to have him on the line tonight?
I know. And being very psychedelic with his answers and professional. Amen.
Amen to that.
Amen.
You know
Amen.
what? I'm just tired with you guys. I'm just gonna retire. I'm just gonna retire.
Thank you. But we appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining the conversation, making the conversation high. Maybe we'll take D. Curtis' advice and start arguing amongst each other too.
No, actually, yeah, that's a good thing. I think we had this conversation several times. Hopefully, you guys.
But you know what? Usually, Karina likes to be on the negative side, but today it looked like D. Curtis made her being bored today.
Oh man, God, it was a good show though, guys.
Yes. But we will see you.
All right, bye.
We'll see y'all next week. We will be back here next Friday with another topic. Hopefully, how I will be up for sabbatical.
Yes.
Good night.